Well, me Uncle Tom was a regular soldier with sergeant stripes going up to his shoulder. At least it was a job, and his wife was glad he earned a few bob to give her. Come World War II, he was there, of course, out with a British expeditionary force where our boys wouldn't shirk. And he made it back from bloody Dunkirk, but it weren't fair on all the boys left lying over there. Well, they patched him up and they sent him back, and before too long he'd follow the track that his father trod before in the First World War. Me Uncle Tommy soldiered on until the war was all but done, when a single shot from a sniper's gun. "We regret to inform you," said the telegram, "it just ain't fair to leave them lying over there." So then his wife had to work to her old age to try and scrape by on a woman's wage, and that paltry little pension for the blood he spilt. And they called it unearned income, and they taxed it to the hilt. And that was this brave land of liberty, with its ration books and its poverty, where the rich gets richer and the poor stays poor. Oh, what a fitting end to a glorious war. It's just not fair on all the boys left lying over there, and it sure ain't fair on them that's scraping by over here. Then there was my old dad, he'd got his call-up papers for the Royal Artillery's noisy capers, and in Hyde Park he'd have his fun, banging away on his ack-ack gun as the bombs rained down from the terrible Hun. But soon enough his war was real in the killing zones of the foreign fields, and he went through pain and he must have known fear as the war dragged on year after year. It just ain't fair being sent away to fight over there. Ain't fair back here, living through the Blitz, where any day now you're blown to bits, with your kids in danger from the bombs or sent away to strangers' homes, with wives in fear for their fighting men, and brothers and sons abroad again, and me mother with a babe who slept at home while she worked in the factory as the sirens moaned. It sure ain't fair getting blown to smithereens over here. Ain't fair on them that's back at home when you hear that doodlebug cease its drone. If you hear the bang, then you ain't been hit. Some other poor bugger has took the shit. And where your friends lived yesterday is the bomb site where your kids will play in years to come. It's a funny old world, it's a funny old war, it's a funny old life, and that's for sure. And it just ain't fair losing all these innocent souls over here. Well then, the war was done, they said we won, just like before, in the war to end all wars. Me old man lucky to survive, and grateful he got back alive, but medals mean nothing and there's no repute for a worn-out squaddy in his D-mob suit. And if you get a job at all, you'll work all God's hours for a sweet bugger all. It sure ain't fair to the memory of them left lying over there, and it's not fair coming back home over here. And now you'll do what you're told in this brave new world. You'll stand to attention when the flag is unfurled, and then we'll call you up again. The Korean War needs fighting men, and squaddy, we've saved a place for you at the front of the queue, at the front of the queue. It's your duty, son, we are telling you. And it's not fair coming back home after being over there, and it still ain't fair on those boys we left lying over there. And even now the politicians line up at the Senate tough, heads bowed and wreaths in hand. Oh, don't they make you bloody laugh as they wheel and deal and plan the next invasion and bloodbath. They just can't get enough. They just don't give a stuff for the likes of us, or the boys left lying over there. God save our gracious King. Long live our noble King, while all those young people perish in his name.